go ahead and get started because we have a wonderful program tonight, and then we'll have our business meeting, and then we have our opportunity drawing at the end. And that's like a little local fundraiser to help us pay the electric bill. So, but if I want to welcome all of you tonight, and there's a lot of new faces, and I know a lot of you are maybe not members yet, but we hope you'll think about becoming a member. There's forms right there by the door if you're interested at all. But thank you so much for coming out tonight. And if you'll bow with me, we're going to open with a prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you tonight and we praise you for this beautiful day. We praise you for this wonderful place where we live. We are so blessed, and we thank you for this facility that we get to meet in. And I thank you for every person here and ask a special blessing on them and their homes and their families. And we just, we come before you and ask you to lead us and guide us and help us to always stay in your will and be doing the things that make a difference. Thank you, and we love you so much, and we pray in your precious name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, thank you again for coming. And I'm going to ask Cherry Fitch. We're so excited to have our mayor, Cherry Fitch. Come on, Cherry wanted to take a minute and introduce a new person to you all, because he's got to duck out, I think.
Hi, good evening. And this is a perfect night to come. I love art, and so nothing will be nicer than hearing these two talk about the history of it. I wanted to introduce Trey Martin. He is our new director here at the community center. And I'm going to get him to tell you a little bit about himself, but he has been a gem for us to find and to agree to do this job. He already loves Gulf Breeze. He's been working here a while, but his heart is truly with these families and these children of the hundreds and thousands that come in and out every day. So Trey, just tell a little bit about yourself.
Thank you so much. So quick background. I started with the city in 2020 as an evening supervisor. Ron Pulley, Kathy Wortham hired me. Very thankful for that opportunity. Prior to that, I was the facility superintendent at Pensacola Country Club. Was over there for about 4 years. Decided to take the leap and come work over here, follow my passion. I got my degree in recreational management from Union College in Barberville, Kentucky, and that was in 2014. And that's when I developed the passion for, parks, recreation, just really the love for, basically what y'all are doing here today. Just support of the community, and, that's basically, that's where I've got my passion from. So fast forward, 2020, Miss Kathy Wortham, she retired. Ron Pulley, he retired, so the door opened up for me. And I worked my butt off, so very, very excited, thankful. Yes, I'm excited, yeah. And very, very thankful for this opportunity. And I look forward to working with all of you and, trying to put my best foot forward. And like I said, I'm very thankful, and I appreciate all of you.
Trey, tell them what you got at home.
Oh, so yes. So I will have a 2-year-old March 12th. And so, growing up, you're older, everyone tells you, you don't know what you're getting into until you're finally in it. So she was about 6 months, and she was sick, coughing, and I finally realized, the sleep was out of the picture. So it was just, it was that point I found out that, it's just not about me anymore. It's about my family. So, but yeah, she'll be 2 March 12th. So we're very excited. Yeah.
Exactly.
Welcome to the real world. Yes, yes, sir. Yeah. So, but yes, hey, I appreciate it. And, my office is here. If y'all ever want to walk in, talk, chat, if there's any issues, we'll sit down and talk, and, we'll get through it together. But yes, I appreciate all of y'all.
Thank you.
Trey was planning on staying tonight, but it's also the night that GBSA has election of officers, and there is a room full of people, so he's gonna head down that way.
Yeah. So,
Got your fire suit ready?
yeah, I know. But yes, I mean that. If y'all need to talk about anything, come to office, and, we'll figure it out. Thank you all.
Okay.
So much.
You-
Yes, ma'am. Thank
Bye,
you.
thanks.
Y'all have a good one.
Thank you.
He is just he's working so hard, and he already knew a lot, which is a big help in a position like this. But, he's just hit the ground running, and he truly just loves it. So we're real happy. Ron's was a hard replacement, and I just want to do a quick thanks to Beverly and to Bill for starting this project. Steve, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
What did I say?
But they're the Z name, it's okay.
Steve and David.
It's a threesome.
I'm gonna get you back.
I know you will. I know, it's a good thing you're only here part-time.
Right.
So, all kinds of thanks to them, because truly that was the first real art that we've had placed around the city. And each piece speaks to its own, as far as I'm concerned, so I'm anxious to hear about it. But the other thing I just wanted to mention real fast is Samantha has been working very hard, because since it's this group, you would appreciate it, on the history of Gulf Breeze and trying to make an identity for Gulf Breeze that fits its history. And so you may notice that now, like when the park, in Shoreline Park, with the part that has been redone, the landscaping, and this is with David's assistance and supervision, everything has the same look. And so it's not everything everywhere, but when you're in a specific space, it looks the same, and it looks comfortable, and it looks inviting. And they have spent a lot of time trying to make that happen. And I had never really thought about that with the community. And so she was talking one day about a surfboard theme somewhere, and I said, really? And she goes, you were here? And I said, well, you're right, I was. And I thought, it really does make sense. And I laughed because the old motel, the 50s motel, now has a surfboard up on their wall out front. But she's being very careful, and I think it's her planning experience and her development experience that everything makes sense and that it tells a story. And so I'm sorry she can't be here tonight. She's sorry she can't be here tonight. But I just wanted to let you know that from my point of view, that's what I see. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you all for this organization.
Thank you.
Okay, let's give Cherry Fitch a round of applause. Thank you so much. And Jim, I know come on up, Jim is gonna introduce officially our presenters for this evening. We don't have the flag. We usually do the pledge of allegiance to the flag, but I understand they've got a problem with their flag. Oh, I should have said something to Trey. Okay, but we're gonna, I'm giving you the podium.
Okay. I'm really looking forward to this presentation. I've seen these monuments around our city, okay? And they have some signage, but the signage doesn't really tell their story, which is I'd like to hear. So I'm really looking forward to hearing the story. Beverly used to be our mayor, okay? The city for 23 years.
5 years is fine. 5 years is fine. 10 on the council, 5 is fine.
And Steve was instrumental in the design and in making this happen, okay? So I'm really looking forward to hearing from the two of them. Thank you for being here tonight.
Take off. All right, here comes your cheerleader. Good evening, and thank you for asking us to be here and to help educate our community about these beautiful works of art. It is heartwarming to us to see an interest in what we've done and what our vision is and was, and so thank you all for that. As Jim said, I was mayor, and it was during my tenure that this project came to fruition. It really did. It was, the city was celebrating its 50th anniversary of being incorporated, and we wanted to mark this occasion in many, many different ways. And we
celebrated, I don't know if you remember the fireworks and the cookout out by the boat ramp, and we had a fundraiser gala dinner, and we honored 5 different individuals that were instrumental in taking the city forward for the previous 25 years. And and it was a very nice evening to celebrate that milestone. And during this year of this triumphant, monumental occasion, the idea of public art was introduced. And I will honestly and freely admit that I cannot claim possession of such a creative vision or any artistic abilities whatsoever to contemplate this. It was Steve Zieman and David Alsop, these 2 gentlemen here. They had the vision and they had the professional credentials to make things happen. Dr. Zieman, who I affectionately at the time of my mayorhood would call him our city's artist in resident, is the true driver and the fundraiser behind this endeavor. And David Alsop, my architect extraordinaire, was our reality checker. He was the structural guide. He was the overall creative thinker, and he helped take that vision that Steve had, and he made it into a reality where it would actually stand up and not go away. My role was to work with them and many, many others and be the liaison between the community and the council and the city. And the 3 of us, along with many others, were inspired to mark this with 5 monuments by commissioning them to demarcate each decade of the 50 years. We didn't quite achieve that goal. We did manage to produce these 4 pieces. It took many hours and a great amount of work and time and talent to achieve that, what we wish to share with you here tonight. So, in true Vanna White fashion, I'm going to, this one is our first one, and I'm going to turn it to Dr. Zieman to let him begin explaining about each piece.
Well, thank you for inviting us to come, because it's easy to talk about something that you love. I love art, and Beverly and I are good friends, and when it was announced it's the 50th year for Gulf Breeze Incorporation, I went to her and I said, you know what we really need is some public art. And we started talking about it. And I did not, you open your mouth and you get in trouble all the time. I didn't realize what all would be involved. But it was truly a joy to work and to design the layout. Now, what we did, we had, and as Beverly said, we had to go to persons that were art inclined to ask them for